All right, now we're going to be talking about flags and pennants. This could either be a reversal or a continuation pattern, depending on how it's going to manifest in the charts and the price action. So you can see right here on the left side, we have our bull flag, which the price is going to be trending downwards within the channel. We expect it to actually break up and continue with an uptrend. Okay, we have a bear flag, which the price actually trends up within the channel, and then after that it's going to break down and continue a downtrend. Okay, then there's also a pennant, which can be looked at either in a bullish way or a bearish way, depending on how the price pattern was before. So the trend that goes into the pennant. So here we have our bearish trend that goes down and then starts consolidating into a pennant. So after that, we're looking for this to actually break down. If it were to be the other way around, then it will be looking for it to break up if it's coming from an uptrend. So it's in a continuation pattern. And then we have the flag, which looks kind of like a rectangular pattern. So the price is within actually these two bands. And the same way as a continuation pattern, it'll go, if it's coming from an uptrend, it's going to consolidate and it's going to continue the uptrend. Same way and the other way around. If it's coming from a downtrend, it's going to consolidate to the rectangle and then it'll break down from it. Okay, so let's look at the chart for some examples. Right here. This is going to be our first one. It's actually a bull flag. Okay, we're connecting these lows, and we usually see we need at least two touches to actually draw a trend line. Where you can see most of the time you see 3 touches from it. Okay, so we got our 1, and we got our 2, 3 touch, and then he breaks out of this pattern. Okay, and how do we know when to take profit? So it's very easy. You see right here, the length of this pole is what you're looking for. So the price action, that leg up, that's what you're trying to look for. You're going to utilize that. You measured it, and you utilize that in the break. And then you see that it ends right here. This will be your take profit point. Okay, sometimes it'll overperform. It'll actually go all the way up higher, just like it did here. But as always, you want to take profits while they're there. So this will be a nice take profit area to look for. And then we have here our bear flag. Okay, chopping the same way again. We got our 2 points. Actually, you need to touch twice. It's coming down from a downtrend originally. And it started consolidating here. It only touched a couple times, and then right after that, it broke down. Once again, we want to look at for the size of the pole, which would be from this low right here. As you can see, if you're presented with this floor that formed over here, it became a support at that time for this price action. So that would be a nice place to actually start this length of the pole, because it was actually when you broke that trend line that it started dumping, and then we had our flag formed because of that. So you want to utilize this as a reference. Okay, the same way around, if you have a clear support level, then you want to utilize this as a reference to measure your pole. So we got our measurement here, and then it went down all the way here. We measured from the break, and we got right here a take profit price, this zone. Okay, actually performed a little better, it went lower, but sometimes it doesn't. So just want to make sure to take the profits. Now, let's go and take a look at a flag, another flag here, okay, with a rectangular flag. All right, so it's the same way. Since it's a continuation pattern, you're going to see that we have our uptrend forming, okay, all this way until we hit this resistance here. So we got these 2 points, actually 3, touch 3 times. Same at the bottom. You want to look for 3 touches as well. Sometimes it goes 3. You can also categorize this as a triple bottom right here, which is also a reversal sign. So instead of going down, it's going to keep going upwards to match the past trend. And it broke down. Now we're going to measure this pole once again, right here, this bottom. And we see where it breaks. Right there. See? So even though this one didn't perform 100%, see, we still got a little shorter than we were looking for, which is actually happens. It's not always that's going to hit your target. Now, once again, you want to take a look at it here. Since this pole didn't work out, you always want to make sure that you look for maybe a resistance level or a support level that it broke. Like here, we got 2 tops here. See? So this 3 times, it touched this. This was actually a good resistance level that it broke it up, and then that's where it formed the pole. So let's measure this actually from here to the end of the pole. And let's see. That one actually worked better. See? Now when it broke down, you got our target right here and actually hit that target perfectly. So you want to take a look at this, as I said before. Look for the resistance before the resistance points. And then as soon as that broke, then you can utilize that as the beginning of your pole to measure the flag. That will give you a nice target to take profits. Now also, we got our pennant. Now the difference with the pennant and the symmetrical triangles is that the symmetrical triangle usually takes longer to build up. Okay? Usually it takes days or weeks. And then we have our pennant is actually just a small consolidation phase that happens. So you can actually last longer too as well. But usually it just lasts less than an actual symmetrical triangle, but it looks just the same like it. Okay? So we see that we have our uptrend just like the other ones. And then right after we break this resistance level right here, it rallied up. And how do we know how to take price? Well, we measure again the pole. We see that this actually here was a resistance level. And when that broke, that's where we formed our pole. So we can measure this all the way to the top and see where it broke down. We broke here. And this is going to be our take profit price. Yes, right here. Okay, actually hit that. It could happen again and again. This could be, might as well be for a downtrend as well. But since we're actually starting in an uptrend, it'll continue with the uptrend, most likely. Remember, 100%, it's not 100% sure that this pattern will break and continue. It might happen that it actually breaks down, but most likely will break up. It'll continue with the trend. Okay, so most likely if it's an uptrend, it'll continue with the uptrend. If it's a downtrend, it will continue with the downtrend. Okay, that's what you're looking for. And always make sure that you remember to look for resistance prices to utilize that as reference to measure your pole and your target prices. Very important.